All right, well,
Let's get ripping, dude.
anyway, let's rip her.
Let's rip it. See if you can fade good this time.
Nope, still glonky,
Must be
dude.
that. Must be the
Nope,
buttons
still
for sure.
super glonky. I need to figure that out.
Yeah, probably should.
Just unscrew this entire face and then just...
Yeah, probably.
Anyway,
Probably should.
welcome back, everybody, to Best of 5, episode 158.
Is it?
I think it's 158.
Or is it 157?
No, 157 is this week.
Oh, yeah, because it's Tuesday.
Yeah, it is
Makes
Tuesday.
sense. You're so right, dude.
Anyway, happy 4th of July.
158.
Today is July 3rd.
4th of July.
We're bad at math, but anyway, we're getting extra America today. As you can tell, this is an eagle on my shirt.
Yep,
And-
not a turkey.
Yeah, and Jory's rocking the Canadian
Sweet
tuxedo.
Canadian jortsedo.
So as America as Jory is, he dropped a Canadian tuxedo for
tuxedo,
4th of
dude.
July episode.
Nothing more American than a Canadian tuxedo. That's
Oh, shit, we might have to start over. Oh, no, we're good.
Cricket
All right,
sounds.
never mind.
That was cricket.
We'll
sounds.
just cut that real quick. But anyway, sorry, the board was freaking out real quick, but everything's good.
Everything is good and great. Jean, yeah, double jean.
Anyway, yeah, double jean,
Double
Canadian
jeaned up, dude.
tuxedo.
I have a jean
It's
hat.
going to be a hard cut in that, too. So.
Yeah, I actually have a jean hat, and I should have worn that too, but that's okay.
Ooh, dude,
I was
triple
just rocking
jeans,
the-
dude?
Rocking the raw mullet today, you know.
Oh, yeah, you are. You want to stand up and show them the whole fit or what?
I think they saw. Oh, did they not see it? Is
I don't
that the
know.
part you're gonna cut out.
You have to go. Yeah,
Canadian
it's probably.
jortsedo?
You have to go. Oh, yep. There it is. There you go.
Jorts.
The Geordies, dude.
Yep, that's my name in Chris's phone, Jordy.
Jordy.
Canadian jortsedo.
Because first time I met this lovely, lovely gentleman,
Feller.
he was just straight up rocking the shortest jorts I've ever seen in my entire life.
Homemade them.
Homemade jorts.
Homemade 'em.
That's wild.
Give the people what they want, and they want short jorts.
Yeah. So again,
You know.
this is a Happy 4th of July episode. So
July
you can't tell, or actually, like on camera, lights look purple, but they're red, white, and blue. Just so you guys know. But light science is very hard to figure out. So I'm sorry, I'm not good at that.
That's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah, but you have any plans for the 4th this year? As in tomorrow?
Just the huge, dude.
Yeah.
Rodeos, fireworks, concerts,
Heck yeah, dude.
America,
Let's do it.
and we're in America, so yeah,
America's the easy
I do
part.
America every day.
Let's go.
Yeah, and today we're ripping ourselves some sweet.
Oh
Freely
yes,
beer.
let's shout that out real quick.
Freely beer. This is Greeley beer, but
Limited-
labeled.
Yeah, limited release, labeled cans. If you guys are in Greeley and you want to go to Tight Knit, if you're seeing this today, they will definitely still have cans,
Yes, definitely.
but get them as soon as possible because they're going to probably sell out very quickly.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Pretty fast. Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, should we just...
Yeah. Honestly,
roll
my
into-
favorite part about these beers is Chris dropped all 4 of them outside.
I definitely dropped all 4 of them
before we
outside.
got here, so they all have dents on the mouth part.
Mine doesn't.
Yes, it does.
That doesn't count.
That's the dent I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. See? It's like that. It's like a weird face.
Well,
you can't see it from there.
Let's
Sorry,
just
guys.
jump into round number 1 then, shall we?
Let's do it.
Round one.
Alrighty, folks. Round number 1. This is a very special 4th of July episode. We are doing just a little themed one.
Yeah, just mixing it up a little bit.
Nice little themed episode. We kind of pre-picked the topics. Didn't think about them, I promise.
Yeah,
Be
so
on the
we-
spot, but
Yeah, so we're not pulling them out of the hat, but we want to keep on the 4th of July kind of vibes. Yeah,
4th of July vibes.
100%. So, with that being said, the first topic as of today would be the next week. So, it's already been a week of the Greeley Stampede.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go. Like, Jory, you lived in Greeley for 8 years, you said?
Yeah, man, no, 6.
6?
Six-ish.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spending time in Greeley for about 6 years now.
Yeah, so the Greeley Stampede has been a tradition in Greeley for over 100 years now. Fun fact for you guys. And I've had the pleasure with working with the Greeley Stampede for, many years now, maybe 3 or 4. But, you know, I'm doing music with them, helping them out with some other random stuff. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Greeley Stampede, like, what's your thing about the Greeley Stampede? Like, I've been going to Greeley Stampede literally my entire life. So I have so many thoughts on the Greeley Stampede, and they're all positive.
Yeah, honestly, it reminds me of like fairs are really big back home.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was a few, like the Fargo fair is always big, Grand Forks fair is big, but we would always go to some small Minnesota town fairs quite a bit too. And it's just the same vibe. It's rides, food, you know, just a good time. So it's I think I've gone every year since I've been in the area.
Well, heck yeah, dude.
I also like to hit CFD too, but
yeah.
the granddaddy of them all.
We'll talk about CFD later because that's next month, or actually next week.
End of the month, end of July, right?
I think it's end of July. I don't know. I haven't looked at CFD schedule yet, but I saw Nickelback at CFD, so.
Oh, yeah, dude, I've seen Nickelback too many times, as you all already know.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Not what we're talking about. But no, I love the Stampede. It's you just can't go wrong with fair food. And that's
dude.
The vibe, dude. Just some good old fair food, made right. Not a rides guy. I do get motion sickness, so I don't really hit the rides.
Oh yeah, I haven't hit the carnival for 20 years since I was like 15. Yeah. I haven't done that in a long time.
I love like fair games or like carnival games, but I always feel gypped after, so I just don't do them.
I mean, they're fun because
they're so fun.
You can get good at it.
Yeah,
and then the actual like worker. I don't know if carny's a slur anymore, but then the carny yells at you. Is like, you can't play this game anymore.
Yeah. But they show you how to do it. So if you get good, it's like, you showed me to be this good. So I figured out your tricks.
Dude, so there's the balloon pop game where you throw a dart at a balloon and you have to hit 3 balloons. Yeah. I literally can throw a dart and like arc it and it'll hit 3 balloons in 1 dart. And they're like, that doesn't count. I'm like, that's within your rules.
I did it.
I hit the 3 balloons.
What's is there any freak show stuff at the Stampede? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's not that kind of carnival.
I've been to a few fairs where they'll like have a freak show. Thing, but it's all like fake.
Fair.
It's like the snake lady, and it's just like
someone with fucking psoriasis. Like I have.
No, it's like it's a lady's torso. And then they do a stuffed snake the rest of the way. But it's so poorly lit, and you have to pay the money to get in there. Yeah.
That's yucky.
Yeah. But it's like a stuffed animal. It's not even scaly. It's not even like a snake at all. It's just
not, they're not like classic carnival anymore.
On. Yeah. You got me. You duped me.
Yeah.
But, you know.
That's fair. And like the weird thing about the not even the Stampede, but like the carnival that comes is, dude, it's been the same ride since I was like,
oh yeah, dude,
8.
They never change. They never get better.
And apparently, like, there was a whole thing, and allegedly, don't fucking sue me. Allegedly, there was a whole thing about how like there's a thing. We'll figure that out later, hopefully. But there's a whole thing that the pandemic made a bunch of rides just deteriorate.
Because they weren't being used.
I'm like,
makes sense.
And I'm just like,
use it or lose it, dude. Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's like, yeah, man. But like, you know, if I have a car and I don't drive it for a long time, I know that I need to start it.
Yeah.
So if you own a carnival,
no, you have to start.
I would assume that you just have to run the rides. I don't fucking know.
That makes sense. It's just like a car. Like it's all engine based and gears and chains and makes sense.
Mechanical things. So, and like they haven't really added a lot of new rides since I was a child. So it's
just keep it classic, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like now, like fuck, it's weird because now it's nostalgia.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But
like when I was like 15 to 26, it was like annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, where it's like, give me something new.
Yeah.
I want to throw up on a different ride.
Yeah.
Not the same one every
But
year.
like, yeah, my brother is like 49, I think. No, 48. He's 48. And he's like, oh yeah, I rode the Zipper in high school. And I'm just like,
yeah,
dude, I rode the Zipper in high school. And like, it's not nostalgia at that point. Yeah.
High school.
Everybody should.
Yeah, you oughta.
Yeah. That's a passing.
Honestly, that's one thing I've never been on every like fair ride because I know that it's not going to be good for my stomach. So like there's certain ones that I have just never been on.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't do the
I've
teacups.
never been on the Zipper.
Or like whatever. So you like it goes in a big
And they have
circle.
the dome on them. Now it's not a teacup because they're like the half.
Well,
dome.
it wasn't even like a teacup. It's like a bear ride or something.
yeah.
But like basically the ride is it goes in a big circle and each individual pod can spin individually.
Yeah.
And I can't do that,
This is
dude.
the tough part, too,
I
about-
fucking vom every single time.
about like fair rides is it goes as long as the person running it picks.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. So it's like that's my like. There's too many variables for me. So like the upside down ones where they just go in a circle,
And then
upside
they
down.
stop
I'm
you
like,
upside down.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't mind upside down stuff, but it's like the circles really gets my stomach.
Yeah, dude. So my favorite ride ever, I don't even remember what event I was at, but it was like a little like 30-second roller coaster.
Yeah.
But because I went on the roller coaster like
Yeah.
at least 3 times at this point,
Yeah.
the ride worker let me just rip it, dude, for like fucking
The little-
5
the, like,
minutes.
Little dragon coaster.
Yeah, dude, it was the dragon coaster.
I've got a story about the
knows
dragon
what's up.
coaster if you want to hear it.
Fuck, I mean, write it down. We'll talk about that in a bit.
But no, for me, it's like the Stampede feels very nostalgia. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing where I grew up going to them every year and it has the same vibe. Honestly, the one thing that's really nice about the Stampede is all the live music.
Mm-hmm.
That's like very different. And now it's nice. There's so many free stages.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now that I'm an adult, like the little like beer garden area. That's
Oh yeah, like the different drinking areas are more
it's fun.
more fun,
Yeah,
more
it's
fun.
And then like, they're like right next to like where the like kids rodeo happens. and,
Yeah.
like, stuff like that. So you get to see like little kids jumping on top of like sheep or like pigs.
The mutton busting or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. So it's I don't know. No, I love the Stampede. It's always been fun.
Well,
Always been a good time.
with that being said, that was definitely time. Sorry, I had a cough in my throat. But anyway, yeah, definitely let us know if you guys are any Greeley locals. Like, yeah, the Stampede kind of slaps, dude.
Oh yeah, it's always a good time.
Had such a good time. And you take this conversation and then go back 4 years ago to the conversation that I had with G about the Stampede. It'll be great.
Be great.
Make sure to do that. I'll link it
Probably a little different too.
up here.
Yeah.
I'll probably forget, but I'll try.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Do it.
moving on to round number 2.
Round 2.
And coming back for round number 2, our very special 4th of July episode. So, starting with the Greeley Stampede, we're kind of sticking on theme. So, the next topic is going to be rodeos.
Rodeos.
And-
yeah, buddy.
And I know you have a couple stories, but
Oh, sure.
I've been to at least every Stampede I've been to every single one of the events, at least, of the rodeo.
Okay.
And I've been to barrel racing, been to roping, been to bull riding. I don't get it. Like, I tried to learn, and I'm just too fucking stupid.
That's fair. There's so much that happens, and it's tough to know. This is the tough part about the rodeos is you don't know the like faults that can happen. So like someone will get like a redo, and I never know why.
Yeah, and
You know
like,
what I mean? Because I'm like, he just did the same thing the last guy did, and why didn't the last guy get a redo? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
but yeah, I saw a dude like so he was doing the like the bucking bronco one, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that one's called, and he got like slammed into
Oh,
the
dude.
wall.
Honestly, I think like that's the second. I think bull riding is the most dangerous. If I had to guess, I don't know. But
I feel like Broncos are more, but
the Bronco is intense, dude.
yeah. So he got slammed against the wall and like fucking broke his leg or something,
dude.
and got disqualified.
You ever see?
And I'm like, why?
You ever see how
But it's because he got slammed against the wall.
how
Apparently,
they tie themselves to those animals?
yeah, they have like
is
the wrist strap, and they're just like,
insane, dude.
Heh.
I'm like, what if you need to get off? I don't know, man. That's wild.
there's probably a way you can like
There is
whip
but-
your wrists.
but
You're like,
there's
hey.
like enough malfunction that happens where like most rodeo riders have like, you know, the worst wrists in the world. Like they get dislocated so much and everything.
Oh yeah,
Pulls a lot of shoulder injuries.
I
'Cause
can see
it'll
that.
rip your whole arm out of the socket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like going. I like some of the events. Roping stuff is always cool. I really like to watch rope tricks.
Yeah.
Like that's sick. Or like when someone will come out and do rope tricks, like just rope tricks.
Oh yeah, and they're just like jumping on the horse.
It's so
and yeah.
sick.
Like I think the sport that I understand the most is barrel racing,
Sure.
but because that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
You have like 3 barrels and you do your track around it, and
Yeah.
fastest time wins.
Yeah,
Like,
it makes sense.
I get that
It's
one.
A race.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I don't know. I always go back and forth with rodeo. Sometimes I'm like, I'm kind of sad for the animals a little bit. Like that's makes
Yeah,
me a little
okay.
sad. But also it's fun to watch and it is a good time. Honestly, I went to the Mexican rodeo in town here last year for the first time, and
I heard the Mexican
what a show,
rodeo
dude.
is amazing.
oh, it's phenomenal. There's so much more like showmanship outside of dealing with the animals. You know, they have like it's like a concert, and then they have the dancers that come out, and then they do a lot of like work with the horses too. Like there was a guy who was like a horse trainer, and him and the horse were like best friends kind of vibe. And
Oh, yeah.
the way he got the horse to lay down, and he like stood on the horse's side, and like the amount
Like
of,
it was a performance with the horse. Yeah.
and it's very it was really cool. That's the first time I had ever been to a Mexican rodeo, but it was a good show, man. It was
Dude, I really wanted to go last year, but I just didn't have time, and that would have been my first. So I'm definitely making time to go this year.
Yeah. The Mexican rodeo is great. I think as of this episode coming out, it was yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Heck yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's that was really great. And yeah, I've been to rodeos at the Stampede, and I've been to rodeos at CFD, and
In the Dakota.
maybe
Yeah.
not as many. It's more like agriculture, like farming, rather than like ranching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, there's not as many rodeo guys up there.
That's fair.
You know, so but there is still quite a few. Like it's a big thing in the farm culture, anyways. But
Well, I always thought it was kind of weird because, like, I've been to almost every single Stampede my entire life. So I've seen these cowboys, these bull riders, et cetera, and then I obviously introduced my daughter to the culture.
yeah,
So she's seen all this, like she's bull ride. Again, I still don't understand it. I've been around all my life.
It is a hell of a sport,
That's
though.
on me. That's on me.
it's a hell of a sport.
My goal is to learn it this year. So we'll have a recap episode probably after the Stampede, and I will explain all of the rules,
All the things
to how I understand them.
yeah, you're a rules guy.
Yeah, I'm very much a rules guy. But anyway, so like I brought my daughter around, and she was just like, "Oh yeah, I like the rodeo. It's very fun." Blah blah blah, whatever. And then we were driving to, oh man, where are we going? I think we're going to Steamboat Springs in the middle of a summer. So we were going to Steamboat Springs in the middle of summer. So no snow, no anything, whatever. But we had to drive through like the valley in the mountains. Because like there's, huge peaks and it goes to a valley and then more peaks kind of thing.
Classic driving through the mountains, Chris.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah. Well, I was explaining to the viewers because,
nailed it, dude.
not everyone has mountains where they're from.
Yeah.
They have some hills, which is some bullshit. But anyway,
Yeah.
so like we did that, and then we were driving, and then my daughter looks out the window and she's like, "Dad, there's some guys on horseback roping cows. And I'm like, yeah, Morgan, those are cowboys.
That's what the cowboys do.
And
They don't just do it at the rodeo. Fun fact, they don't just do it at the rodeo.
but her realization,
But that's a real job.
no, her realization, not it's a real job, but her realization of they're called cowboys
Oh, yeah.
is because they're roping cows. And she's like, oh my God, that's the first real cowboy I've ever seen in my
and
entire
honestly,
life.
Here's the thing. They look like me and you.
Yeah.
So she's probably seen some before. She
Yeah.
just didn't know that's what they did during the day.
Yeah. And like, dude, for real though, but like in the wild, like,
Oh, yeah, doing their
like
job.
seeing,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I've seen cowboys before, but
sure.
I mean, I watched Brokeback Mountain a couple times.
Yeah.
But like,
Once a year.
yeah, I've seen cowboys in the wild before, but like at the same time, like realizing they're actual cowboys is also like, oh yeah, people actually like have to rope cows and shit.
Yep.
It was kind of a wild experience. It was kind of funny.
Yeah. When kids' brains like click in.
Yeah, just like straight, just snap into it. Yeah.
Understand. Oh.
Oh, that's why.
That's
they're-
what a cowboy is.
That's why they're called that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Nailed it, dude.
that is time. But yeah, man, the rodeo. I don't understand. But again, we'll have a recap episode,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna learn all of the rules. The rodeos. I'm gonna go to every single rodeo. I'm gonna learn the rules.
That's a tall.
I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper, like
order.
little.
You should do some research before.
I hope you can hear this on the microphone
They can.
because I'm writing down.
That's a little annoying. You'll have to maybe do some Google beforehand.
Writing it down.
to understand the rules.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Honestly, it's intoxicating to watch though. That's the problem.
I love rodeos.
Where it's like
but I don't
can't
get it.
I can't stop watching, no matter how I feel about any of it, or no matter what's going on, or even if I don't understand it. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yep.
all
That's how I watch cricket.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on, but I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm enjoying this.
Honestly, since the last time you mentioned cricket to me,
You've been paying attention?
no, it's been popping up on my feed.
Ooh.
So I keep getting all these cricket like clips and like reels, and I'm like, I don't care.
Well,
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, with that, with going on that, let's just move on to round number 3.
Let's do it.
Round 3.
Alrighty, folks. Rolling into round number free for freedom.
Free for freedom.
Free for freedom. Chris just had a sip of his freedom beer.
Beep, 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 beep.
No, that's for the end of the round.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I have a freedom.
Started.
I don't even think I have a.
Freedom.
You know what I should get on the board
Rip a little freedom. What?
is just like a straight up eagle scream.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just like a.
Yeah, a little eagle scream. That wouldn't be
Anyway,
bad. Yeah, we would use that. We would use that.
it'd be
But-
very fun.
Round number 3 is going to be best 4th of July food. We've also lumped in fair food.
Yeah, because that's for us. It's fair food. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like best 4th of July food. I mean, name a better 4th of July food than a glizzy. You know what I mean? Like if you're barbecuing at home, you're sucking down glizzies, dude. It's glizzy
a
season.
better 4th of July food than a glizzy is a deep fried glizzy.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
No, I mean like you
hot
can't.
dog.
You just can't. Yeah over
but like
that.
a hot dog. A
Yeah,
hot dog.
in a deep fried hot dog
Yeah,
is
it's
much
good,
better
it's
than
good,
a hot
but,
dog.
you know what I mean? If you're at a 4th of July barbecue, you know what I mean? I don't want a burger.
Dude,
I don't want chicken nuggets. I want a fucking glizzy.
Dude, if you
If it's the
rip,
4th of July,
but if
it's the 4th
rip,
of July barbecue at your own house, I want a glizzy, dude. You know what I mean? I'm in
Well,
for the
I mean,
glizzification of
if you
4th of
came to
July.
my house, you'd
I'm
get-
looking for a hot dog.
yeah, if you came to my house, you wouldn't get a hot dog because I don't fucking make that monstrosity.
Oh, dude, they're
but,
so good.
But
Oh, I'd
you'd
love a
you'd get
shitty
a
hot dog, dude.
you'd get
I think
a
a brat too.
You
Yeah, I'm
get
not
a
mad about
cheddar.
brat.
You'd get a cheddar beer brat.
All right,
That's
but
what you get.
all I'm saying is,
And I'd make
all I'm
it-
saying is,
but
a
I'd also-
cheddar beer brat for main course, and for dessert,
A glizzy.
I'm sucking down a glizzy. If I'm at a
but
barbecue and they don't have a standard hot dog for the kids, because that's what everybody makes them for.
I don't invite kids.
That's what everybody makes them for is the youngsters. But guess what? Daddy's sucking down a glizzy.
Yeah. Have you ever made beer? Like, so you beer brats, basically, you know, you boil them in beer.
Yeah.
Have you made beer dogs?
I think so. I think I've had a beer dog.
Same, but also so good.
So different. Oh, so good, dude. God damn, I love a glizzy, dude.
But also, yeah. So if I made beer brats,
Yeah.
I'd make the beer brat. I'd grill them on the grill, get the nice casing crisp.
Yep.
But then when I put them in the bun, I'd take my knife and make a slit down the middle.
Okay.
For your sauce applications.
Yeah, and I like that. That's a good play, Chris.
Yeah. That's because I'm
Chef
good.
Boyardee over here, dude.
Yeah.
I love that. But fair food is very different.
fair food. Yeah,
That's a very different animal. I mean, I do like a hot dog. You know, you get a nice little foot-long hot dog at the fair, but all that deep fried shit, dude, can't get away from it. I love it.
Oh, dude, turkey legs though. The only problem I have with
Not
turkey
deep fried,
legs,
but I do love a turkey
the
leg.
only problem I have with turkey legs now is that they're like $40.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. I mean, you're paying $30
And I'm
for
like,
a turkey
bro,
leg. Yeah.
I can buy a whole turkey for $50, and I get two of them some bitches.
Less. Yeah. It is crazy how much turkey legs have gone up in price. It is pretty wild. But
Yeah.
they're
Thanks,
nice, dude.
Obama.
They're nice, dude. Like
Oh, they're
good,
so
dude.
crispy and fresh.
That's what Kimbo, I have to find her a turkey dog or a turkey leg.
Yeah.
I have to find her a turkey leg.
Dude,
Otherwise,
you
she's
have
sad.
to.
She's sad if she doesn't have a turkey leg in July.
And then he eats like 4 bites out of it.
She does eat it all. She's a good eater.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she'll
Okay.
eat the whole thing, dude. Faster than me. And she's a
I
slow
mean,
eater.
I've seen her eat a couple times, so
And
that's
while
surprising
She's
to
a
me.
slow eater. Yeah, you've seen her. She's a
Yeah.
slow eater, but she'll
All right.
she'll eat a turkey leg, dude. She'll suck that.
So my new
Suck that
favorite,
right down,
my
dude.
new favorite thing for fair food,
Yeah.
and like this has been a thing, but like it's now like a family favorite,
Yeah.
is a spicy or a flaming hot Cheeto elote.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can't get away
Oh
from
my
the
God,
corn.
dude.
I mean, the corn is the best part of the
Like,
thing.
don't get me wrong, like I'll just rip a corn for sure.
But that hot Cheeto
Dude, the
exterior,
hot Cheeto corn is like
there's nothing sloppier, but it's so good,
it's so fucking good.
So good, dude. And no, that was gonna be my next one. Honestly, if I'm going to a place, like when we go to the Stampede, the first thing I'm getting is corn. I'm getting the spicy elotes.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
for
the first
sure.
thing I'm getting.
For
And then I'll figure out what I want to eat.
Yeah, the
But
spicy elote is
that's-
just an appetizer.
It's honestly, it's almost like when you go somewhere and the first thing you get's a beer.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
your
vibe.
beer.
That's my beer. That's
Hell
my
yeah.
first beer. Is sucking down a spicy elotes and then go get beer and then figure it out and then figure out what we want for dinner.
Yeah, there you go, dude.
Have you had the Korean corn dogs at all?
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, they're very interesting. So what it is it's a corn dog
Mm-hmm.
on the exterior, but they're like extra long and it's half
She said.
half hot dog, half cheese.
Wait,
And in the weirdest way you could imagine.
Okay.
It's half and half like this. It's not half and half like that.
so
like-
your first bites are just cheese.
Cheesy, like, the cornbread exterior
Yeah,
and cheese.
You're
So
just
it's like a
eating
mozzarella
cheese.
stick to start with.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I can't-
they're insane. Dude.
I cannot hate on mozzarella sticks.
Yeah,
That's
it's insane. And
That's
then-
my favorite
And
teaser
then
of all
for
teasers.
dessert, it's like an appetizer and then the meal. And then for the meal, you get a regular corn dog. It's wild.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I'm so down for that.
Yeah.
Also, like, what's your man? And like,
Deep fried Oreos every time.
so okay. Firstly, you jumped the gun, but you're also correct.
Deep fried Oreos.
But
all
again,
day.
I'm not a dessert guy.
yeah.
At all. Hate's a strong
Yeah,
word.
but desserts are
Hate's a strong
they're
word.
so rich. Now that I'm in adulthood, I've realized that I can eat about 1 or 2 deep fried Oreos, and then I'm done.
Well,
I don't
okay,
want to see
yeah.
anything else.
So yeah, it's on that same concept. It's like all my family is just like, ooh, let's get some funnel cake.
Yeah, I'm
and
a 2
deep
bites,
fried Oreos.
2 bites out of
and I'm
funnel
like,
cake, and I'm done.
I'm good, thanks. So I'm like, what do you hate life? I'm like, don't like.
Makes my tum-tum hurt.
Yeah, sweets
tummy
hurt.
hurt, dude.
It doesn't even like.
I'm old now.
I'm
bro.
not privileged enough to make it to the point where it hurts my stomach. It hurts my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I take two. So like if I
can push through that.
I literally go to the store
I'll
and
push
buy
through
a
the mouth
candy bar. I will take 2 bites of it, and I'm like,
It's tough, dude.
my mouth hurts.
That's why I like the Reese's sticks, dude, because you can eat 1 stick, and there's 4 sticks in a
Well,
bag,
that's
dude.
why. So specifically, why Twix is my favorite candy.
Yeah, you can eat half.
I
half
can
of the candy bar and you're done.
eat a Twix,
Save
and
the
I'm
other
like,
half for
let's go
tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's perfect. Yeah.
next week
Yeah.
probably.
No, funnel cakes is always a tough
Funnel
one.
cakes is so hard.
I like to, if I'm sharing it with like 4 people, then I'm down. Because I'm only going to rip 2 bites of funnel cake.
Yeah.
I can't do any more than that. Yeah, it's just.
Well, I guess the only exception for me is like soft serve.
Oh, yeah, ice cream is different.
So I mean,
It's different.
if you're gonna rip me like 5 pounds of soft serve, I'm gonna
Yeah, but if
fucking
I'm-
put that in my mouth,
If I'm eating
dude.
soft serve, then I'm going to have some soft serve later, and I just can't do that anymore, you know?
Yeah, I mean I can't either, but that's the only sweets I do.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair. That's fair. I can eat an abundance of ice cream. Yeah.
but anyway,
Mini donuts?
I don't like donuts that much.
Yeah, see, mini donuts, they're cake donuts, and I don't like cake donuts. So
Yeah, I mean
but that's like a hot, fair dessert. Like,
yeah.
it's really popular.
Have you
right
ever
now.
had deep fried Kool-Aid?
I think
It's
so.
weird.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, that's not the point.
Not the point.
But anyway, that was round number 3.
Yeah.
So definitely let us know what your fair food is, because
fair food's fire, but
we're
I'm gonna
ripping
have a-
some fair food
gonna have
literally
a-
starting tomorrow.
I'm going to have a tummy ache,
Yeah.
but I love fair food.
Yeah. Oh,
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
dude, so I was like kind of dreading starting the Stampede tomorrow,
Nah, dude.
but now I'm super excited.
Yeah, dude. A little sweet fair food. dude.
Let's go.
Ice cold brewski.
Anyway,
Corn.
let's roll into round number 4.
Round 4.
All right, and now coming back into round number 4, sticking on our topics for tonight, it's going to be 4th of July traditions.
4th of July traditions.
Yeah, so I mean, what have you done for 4th of July? Like going to childhood, mid-adult life, and now it's just ripping Stampede shit for sure, but
Yeah.
not the point. But yeah, so what have you done for your 4th of July traditions?
Yeah, so my 4th of July traditions as a child was always the lake. So, we spent every weekend growing up at the lake in the summertime. And it was always like buy fireworks, you always have the snappers, got firecrackers you can light and throw.
I like how we call them snappers. In Colorado, we call those bad boys poppers, bro.
Yeah, snappers, poppers, same shit, different, but
I just love the different dialects. That's
honestly,
my
I
favorite
think
thing.
most people call them poppers, but I just call them snappers.
I mean, they are snappers, dude.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But that was like the big thing where it's like
I just love
always had
language.
so many of those, and it was always like all day long little fireworks. So like the little the worms or the snakes, a lot of snakes.
Oh, the fucking
that were
the,
so shitty,
the
dude.
circle poopers.
Dude, and honestly, so many cherry bombs. I don't even know why for the smoke.
Yeah.
Like the colored smoke ones. So
Oh, yeah.
I would light so many of those. A lot of parachute guys.
We're
Lighting off
like-
a lot. and then you have to sprint and run around and like try to catch the parachute guys. A lot of
Yeah.
that. A lot of at the lake. Honestly, funny enough, we used to play a lot of dodgeball at the lake. So it was
Okay.
like a lot of dodgeball. Just being out on the boat. There was always like a little boat parade that happened. So sitting out watching that, kind of being a part of it, doing that. That was like the only holiday, and maybe it wasn't every year, but I have very distinct memories at certain years where that was like the only holiday that my dad actually drank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
'cause
didn't
we were
hear-
at the lake.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
your dad didn't party like that.
He drinks. He partakes, but he doesn't go too hard, And he'd get a little drunk and he'd get a little silly. He'd be a little silly.
A little, just doinking a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of like photos like this.
Oh, yeah, dude.
For the 4th. Yeah, dude.
Classic, like, 80s hairband fans.
Yeah,
Like, all of their pictures are, like, double devil horns with the tongue
he's
out.
a big Gene Simmons guy. So
Yeah.
always. And he has like a
Side
he
note,
has a very long tongue too.
your dad?
Yeah. So it's not
So
as
he
long
is
as
Gene
Gene
Simmons.
Simmons.
Okay,
but
okay.
He can do a pretty long one. Where like for me, I'm so tongue tied. My tongue is very short, so I can't do that. But just a lot of being at the lake, being on the water, a lot of riding tubes, driving jet skis.
Well, I actually had a conversation about jet skis not that long ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember. What were we talking about?
We were talking about-
Was this on the pod or was it just us fucking
It
off?
might have been on the pod, but when I took my buddy out on a jet ski and he hadn't really
Was it
been
on the
one
pod?
very much. I can't remember.
I can't remember. We talk so much. I'm sorry, guys. We are actually like really good friends.
We talk
so
outside of this a lot. But
Yeah, I'm
when
sorry.
I took my buddy Greg out on the jet ski and
oh, it was on the podcast. I remember Greg
threw him off the jet ski a few times
because you
and he was
whipped
like-
it. Yeah. So
he was
okay,
like,
it was
"Stop-
on the podcast.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, it
And I
was on the
like, okay, I'll
podcast,
stop.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Yeah, because we all talked about
G-force.
like
Yeah, talked about it.
centrifugal
Yeah,
force and like your
The center
Body
you're
weight,
the center of the jet
blah,
ski, so you're fine. Yeah, exactly. But not just a lot of being at the lake, having a good lake time has always been my memory of the 4th. And you know, it was funny too because it's like when you're a kid, you aren't mindful of where you're throwing firecrackers.
oh yeah, no one gives a fuck.
But now that I'm an adult, like I have a dog, so like it was so rude of me to be throwing firecrackers where and how much I was doing it. But like you get this big of a bag of firecrackers for like $5. So
Well,
like,
actually, side note, you want to write down for DVD extras dog fireworks?
yeah,
'Cause-
oh sure,
Yeah. Side note. But yeah.
But no, it was like I'd roll around on my bike and have a little lighter and like my firecrackers, and I'd be driving on my bike and I'd light one and I just
Fucking
throw
huck it.
Yeah. A lot of
Damn.
that, a lot of that.
Oh, that's wild. So, I mean, we've already talked about this to death, but also, like, my mom has worked with the Greeley Stampede as one of their main, like, marketing sponsors, I guess. So, I've been to the Stampede 30, and this is a generous, I could have been 100%, but
Sure.
31 years out of my almost 35 years of life.
Congrats.
That's how many Stampedes I've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, like, I might have said this, but I'm working for the Stampede. I'm
Yeah.
doing his music for them, which is a great opportunity. I'm trying to pander and not talk shit, so I'm sorry. I could talk so much shit, but that's fine. But anyway, so I've grown up with the Stampede, and most of our 4th of Julys have just been at the Stampede, watching whoever was the artist that night, whether in the arena or on the free stage.
Yeah.
And immediately after they performed, it's always fireworks. And
Yeah.
I have so many good memories about the Greeley Stampede fireworks on 4th of July.
Sure.
And then now, like, fast forwarding to, I don't know, my mid 20s, we purposely stopped going to the Stampede on 4th of July specifically. So we're there every single day except the 4th of July.
That's fair. That's probably the craziest day, I would assume.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean,
it's
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then like we live close enough to the country club, so we can kind of see the country club fireworks.
And honestly,
Which
mean,
are
from your
cool.
house, you can probably see the Stampede fireworks. a little bit.
Not
No?
very well. No, it's way too far away. There, so like yeah,
We'll
it's
get
just a
into
hill.
fireworks
It's just a
later.
hill.
We'll
But
get into
anyway,
fireworks later,
but yeah. So we started a tradition probably 6 years ago that we were doing a 4th of July block party where we were literally going around to our entire cul-de-sac and saying, "Hey, we're doing a block party. Like, bring food. kind of potluck
Yeah.
style thing.
Vibe, yeah.
And then we're going to rip fireworks. Like, that's what we're doing. My neighbor to the left always gets those illegals, which is awesome. Yeah, they're just like, hola, ¿cómo estás? It's fine.
Those big, like, pipe bomb fireworks vibes.
Now I was making a joke about Mexico, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Because they're illegals. Anyway, but yeah, no, he gets like those mortars that like shoot up in the sky and explode, blah, blah, blah. So unofficially, we've had a competition between our cul-de-sac and the cul-de-sac to like the west of us that have the biggest fireworks show.
Fireworks, yeah.
And it got very out of hand, but whatever. But the best thing about this whole
As
thing,
fireworks do.
yeah, the best thing about all of this is that my daughter took it upon herself to schedule an entire legal Colorado fireworks show for the family.
Nice.
So she has like a budget of like whatever, $300.
Sure.
She raises like does chores, like gets her budget.
yeah.
She gets her budget throughout the year.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I'm going to buy
crazy.
this, and that, et cetera, et cetera. And then she like schedules what she's going to do at certain times.
That's wild, dude.
And it's super fun.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on the block party. So like all her neighbors are like, oh, yeah.
What's
and
the
then,
grand finale?
and then they shoot their mortars off, and it's great.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I've been working for the Stampede for the last 4 years, so I've not been able to partake.
You a Roman candles guy at all or no?
So funny you say that. So it's not necessarily Roman candles. It's we have a wiffle ball bat that we used to have. Cut the knob off. Light our bottle rockets.
Yeah, sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, light our bottle rockets.
Yeah.
Like a fucking mortar.
Yeah.
So we light our bottle rockets, drop them in the tube, and then aim them at all of our friends.
Perfect.
And then shoot bottle rockets at each other.
Yeah.
Which is more or less Roman candles.
A little more dangerous. Roman candles are pretty dangerous, but that's more dangerous. Have you ever shot fireworks underwater?
I've had firecrackers that I like threw in a bucket just to watch the bucket explode. So
Hang on, let me write one thing down.
all right, write it down. Awkward silence. Waiting.
Perfect.
Waiting.
That'll be for DVD extras.
Oh, that's
Or just for the fireworks portion, actually, because we have a whole fireworks portion.
oh
coming up.
yeah.
But
No, spoilers.
but
Spoilers.
But yeah, if you light fireworks underwater, because the gunpowder is so like potent in fireworks, they still just go off.
Yeah.
So like you can shoot a
It's the wick is so airtight that
you can shoot a bottle rockets underwater and they'll just go, and it's like a weird path they follow. It's like,
well, yeah, it's
and
because
then
physics and then the pressure
and
of the water.
They'll explode underwater, and if you do them just right, just under the water, just enough, it'll shoot water up. It's pretty fun.
Well,
Pretty
with
fun.
that being said,
Pretty fun, pretty cool. Nice.
yeah. Oh man, I love fireworks. But again, spoilers.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it.
But we'll just skip to it. Let's just jump into round number 5.
Let's do it. Yeah, round number 5 already, and that is the 5th round. You're right.
Final round.
Alrighty, folks. Bringing in round number 5. We've teased it. We've talked about it. We're going to talk about fireworks for round number 5.
Yes, sticking on topic for 4th of July. I mean, technically in Colorado.
All year round, baby.
You guys may or may not be from here, but Colorado fireworks are very much frowned upon on a lot of aspects. You can have very specific fireworks, but none of the fun ones.
People rip them all year round. Like I'll hear fireworks in the middle of November.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, I got fireworks left over from 4th of July. Let's let off some Thanksgiving Day fireworks.
I mean, that's fun as shit. I've never met any of those people, so congrats.
I've never met any of them, but I've heard them.
Oh, fair. Fair. Yeah.
I don't know them, but I've heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So yeah, what do you do for fireworks? Do you like go out, watch them? Do you go buy them?
Yeah, fireworks.
Do you buy them legally?
I haven't.
Not
bought,
to admit that you do illegal fireworks on the podcast,
you can legally buy
but
anything in Wyoming, so it's fine. But
yeah,
but no, I don't know fireworks. Once I got into adulthood, I just kind of got sick of them.
fair.
There were so many as a kid, and I talk about being at the lake, and we used to have a lake show. So like on the lake, people would roll out like their little, not a pontoon, but like a little pontoon diving platform.
Oh yeah,
So it's got two
like
pontoons
almost
and
a
a platform.
raft kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we would do fireworks on the lake all the time, and those were great. And I don't know, once I started to get older, I was like, every fireworks show is the same.
yeah.
And so I just stopped caring. And
Fair.
honestly, the last like really cool fireworks show I saw, and it was probably just based on location, was at Coors Field.
Yeah, so funny you said that,
It was
because
super
in
tight.
the middle of your sentence, I was like,
Yeah, they do a cool show, and like if you have the tickets to do it, you get out on the field, so you
yep,
get to go out
you
on
know,
the field.
sit, yeah,
And that was so cool. And again, that was probably like, oh my God, 8 years ago I saw that,
yeah.
and I just don't care for
Oh
fireworks
man,
shows.
I want to do a Coors Field fireworks show so bad because it looks
It's
so
cool,
fun.
dude. Yeah, it was sick, and like we had the tickets paid for through work, so it was like we got to go out and like do that, and it was like a whole thing, and and it was super cool, and it was great, and that was like the last like best fireworks show that I ever saw. Otherwise, now I don't know. Now that I'm an adult, I just feel like it's all the same, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, weird transition, but like going to last week's episode with hyperfixations,
Yeah,
I know too many fireworks formations.
that's
I'm like, oh yeah, that one's that one's that one's that.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I'm never gonna make a firework, so why the fuck do I know any of this
cares?
shit?
Who knows? Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. But also, I'm just kind of a buzzkill in general, and you probably know this.
I wouldn't say buzzkill, but you know a lot about a lot. Yeah.
But I don't care for most things, is my point.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like, oh, dude, isn't this cool? I'm like, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a fireworks show,
Oh, I love the idea for sure.
but I've seen too many really, really, really good grand finales.
Mm-hmm.
So now, unless it's like too much, I'm only there for the grand finale for fireworks.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they're disappointing, man.
That's
Just not.
yeah.
They're not as good as I want them to be.
That's why. So I feel like my expectation is so low, it's never that disappointing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I have like a high point of expectation for firework grand finales,
Yeah.
and most of them don't ever meet up to that.
That's fair.
Don't ever do it. And like last year, the Stampede's fireworks show got rained out,
It did. Yep.
so didn't even get to see it.
Yeah.
and that would have been my first.
But I mean, it
Stampede.
did happen, but it didn't happen till like
What?
way
Yeah,
late
well,
because it was
and
like a
that was-
Sunday or something.
Yeah, it was weird, and I specifically went out there that day, but the Stampede had closed before the fireworks show even happened. because
I didn't know that.
it got rained out. Like we couldn't even get in. Well, we got in, but it was like everything was closed. So
Yeah,
like,
I
wanted to get
yeah.
corn to eat and watch the fireworks show, and couldn't. Yeah, Kimbo wanted a turkey leg. Couldn't get a
Yeah,
turkey leg.
I did not know that
It was
because
a bummer, dude. Every stand was closed, and
I
so,
feel
like,
I feel fucked up for telling the story, but
we
like
sat there for a while, and then we were like, "There's no fireworks show, man. This thing got rained out," and we just left.
yeah, I feel fucked up for telling the story because yeah. So I already said I run a music stage at
Yeah,
the Stampede, but yeah. So I spent my entire rained out period of the 4th of July show
Yeah.
eating corn and turkey legs.
Yeah, dude. That's all Kimbo wanted, and we
'Cause-
got there too late.
Yeah, because they were just passing them out, and I'm like,
Yeah, man.
okay, cool. And then it actually happened, and I'm like, cool. But also,
We went to CFD.
it was fucked.
Or to
It
get a
was
turkey
fucked.
leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was. That would have been my first like Stampede fireworks show.
Yeah, and it got fucked.
God.
It was okay. It was all okay. Yeah.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but also like they shortened it by a lot.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be like a 45-minute show. It was only like a 30-minute show or something.
Yeah. I probably haven't sat somewhere and watched a fireworks show in, oh man, it's probably been 10, 15 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a big fireworks show in that long. So now I'm due. So I think this year I'll be there. Tomorrow I'll be there for the Stampede.
Well, I mean, our boy is playing on the 4th of July.
Well, and that's why I'm already going to be there, so we might as well see the fireworks show. So that's my firework experience. But I do have some fun fireworks stories.
Oh, yeah, let's rip those too real quick.
Rip a quick couple.
Oh, yeah, because I have a whole Morgan Tism story about her fireworks show that she's done for like 4 years.
Yeah, it's funny when I got my dog. Most dogs like hate fireworks, and now he doesn't like fireworks at all. But and the cat gets freaked out by him too, so he doesn't like that. But
fair.
But the first year that I got my dog, he was still like a puppy, obviously, and I was living on a 3rd-story apartment building, and you could see the fire. We lived right next to a park in Thornton, and they had a fireworks show, and he just sat there and like watched them the whole time.
Yeah.
He just sat there and was like, I was like, oh my God, we're gonna have to deal with this, and like I thought he was gonna hate it, but he loved it, dude. That first puppy year, he loved fireworks, dude. It was so goddamn cute. It was unbelievable. But now he doesn't really like them. He doesn't give a
that's
shit.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He doesn't like look up that much, so like now he just doesn't care. But now I'm in a 3rd-story apartment, so maybe he'll see some and be into it. But
yeah, because he doesn't have to look up. He just looks straight.
it's just like right there.
Yeah.
And like it was far enough away, but you could still hear it and see it and like feel
Because
it.
you see go,
Yeah. Well, and I was and
Yeah.
we were sitting right there with him. So
also that was a visual joke. I'm sorry for listeners.
yeah. You did some vocal there. I think that's good.
fair.
But like it was like I was sitting with him, so I think that helped too. But he was so excited to see the fireworks, and I had never seen a dog enjoy fireworks before. So that was like a really funny bit to see. And like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, it was wild.
Jumping onto Rabbit. So my dog's name's Rabbit because he's white. It's fine. No big deal. There's a whole story, but I'm not going to tell you because you haven't earned it yet.
Eminem.
But he loves watching fireworks.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Dude, he literally like sits there and just stares, dude. And like when they explode, he doesn't even give a shit. He's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
But also, he's the kind of dog. He's the kind of dog like when he hears a dog bark, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
So
my dog,
I don't know.
My dog freaks out now. He's a big tough guy now, so he's
Yeah, my dog does not give a shit, dude. It's wild.
Yeah,
But yeah, we literally sit there and watch fireworks, and I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? He literally stares. It's wild. I don't understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's weird for a dog, for sure.
And like, this might be a dick comment. I'm saying this for the lulz, but like, a lot of people are like, hey, reminder, like, don't shoot fireworks because our furry friends don't like them. And I'm like, my dog loves fireworks, so
Yes,
are you trying to take away his enjoyment? I don't fucking know. But anyway.
I have one more quick fun fireworks story.
All right, let's rip it.
One more quick one for the regular pod. When I was little, I was at my my grandma's lake, and these two things happened in the same day. We had like little firecracker, like, you know how you get like the little, like, it's like 6 and 6, like the little 12-pack firecracker. One kid lit one and he meant to throw it, but then someone said, hey, kid, whatever his name is, couldn't even tell you. And it went off in his hand.
Jenkins.
Yeah. And he got rid of it pretty quick, so he was fine. But
it was like exploding in his hand.
Yeah, he was fine. But in the same day, in the evening, all the adults were like shooting off big mortars. Okay, and we were very close. Like everybody was, the proximity was like, there was no like, it was.
So you
like,
heard the
well, and then
very
it was like,
quickly.
you had to like lay down to see them. You were so close. Yeah. But
Yeah.
one time the mortar tipped over.
just fell.
just fell over because they were also placing it on grass.
Yeah,
and
so
a
if they
flat
like
platform.
if they like threw it in with too much
Not
ambition,
a flat platform at all, and it tipped over and it shot at like on a farm where they have those ginormous like propane and gasoline tanks.
Oh yeah, dude.
It shot straight at that, and I was like, oh, we're all gonna die. And like my kid brain, I was like, that's gonna blow through that.
Yeah,
we're gonna fucking
we're
die.
exploding.
We're gonna explode and die. But luckily, it's they're thick.
Yeah,
They're thick. It wasn't gonna happen. It was not
unless there's just like somehow like the propane valve was
leaking
left
a little bit.
open.
We
it'd
were
been
fine. But I remember as a kid seeing that tip over, and I was like, that's aimed at that ginormous propane tank.
It'd probably like honestly just like shoot at it and doink off.
It did, yeah. It shot at it and doinked down.
Oh, okay.
And then blew up on the ground.
Oh yeah.
But it was like, what the fuck? Like I had never been more just scared for my life.
Like that's sketchy, but
I have been, but that was like very much at that time in my life as a small child. I was like, nobody's freaking out.
Yeah. Like that's super sketchy, but at the same time, it's like,
fine.
It's like, whatever.
It wasn't gonna happen.
Like as an adult, you'd have that like breath, like,
and then it's fine. If that blows through that's a really shitty propane tank. That's like a really
or a very good firework,
or a really good firework. Yeah.
But with that being said, thank you guys for checking out this week's episode.
Thank you
of the Best of 5 podcast.
The Best of 5.
Hope you guys checked out last week's episode for Wednesday and Friday. But as always, my name is Chris, and this is Jory.
And I'm Jory, and this here in the Eagle shirt today is Chris.
We will see you guys on Friday.
Yeah.
What's that, the 6th?
Yeah, the 6th. Yeah.
Post July. Make sure to comment if you guys blew yourselves up or not.
Well, just don't blow yourself up. Firework safety is
Yeah, make sure to comment if you died.
If you've ever burnt your finger on a firework, it hurts a lot. So don't do that.
All right. See you guys Friday.
Make sure to use cold water, not ice. See you guys Friday.